My name is Epic Destroyer 89, and I have been a NoobSaibot main since day one, and I'm going to be giving you a guide for my main variation for this character. And my main variation is Shadow Portals, Shadow Slide, and Spirt Ball. Give my own some secrets, I guess. I mean, they're not really secrets, but just to show off some stuff for NoobSaibot. And first, we're gonna talk about some of his basic buttons, and we're gonna label them right here. And I think that's about it. Alright, so his basic buttons. We're gonna start off with down one. Down one is 7 frames on startup. It is a good jailing tool for a lot of his strings, because most of his strings are high attacks. So it jails into just about everything. Every single one of his high attacks. And if you want to test something, if you want to know when something jails, you just set the AI to duck, and then you do your high attack. Your high attack. So down one's good for down one is good for checking on high attacks, for jailing into high attacks. So do down one and then you jail. Back two is one of his mids. Is a mid, and it goes quite far. Goes pretty far. And it is his armor breaker, so when the opponent breaks away, let me just do this as an example. You can do back two, and then you break the armor. And when you do break the armor, you can cancel into a special move. So that means like almost any special move. As you can see, you can cancel into special moves. And get really high damage. You know, it reduces the scaling, so it's a pretty good pretty good armor breaker, I would say. Probably one of the best in the game. And even if they don't break, I mean, sometimes you get okay damage. Sometimes you do, 17%, or off of this, 26%, so you get good damage even if they don't break, but if they do break, you get pretty high damage, I guess you could say. So yeah, that's back two. It's a really fast mid. It's a fast mid. It's a fast mid, and it goes really far. It's good for checking the opponent for ducking. It's an armor breaker. It's pretty good, pretty solid. The only weakness that it has is it can be flawless blocked and it can be flawless blocked and punished. And it becomes really negative, like at minus 13, minus 13, 14, and there's no pushback on it. Like with this, it has a little bit of pushback. As you can see, normally, a little bit of pushback right there. But yeah, that's back two. Good for checking the opponent for ducking, and it's an armor breaker. So yeah, that's back two. Down three is another one of his pokes. Down three is good for it jails into it doesn't jail into every single string like down one. It jails into forward two. It jails into forward two. If you do like a micro walk, you could probably get it to jail. You can get most of his other stuff to jail if you do like a little bit of a micro walk. Like micro walk, and then it jails. Because normally it doesn't jail, so normally it doesn't really jail into most of his high attacks, but it jails into forward two. Does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't jail into standing two, but it does jail into most of his other high attacks. It doesn't jail into stand three. So if you want it to jail, you have to hold forward and then you press it. You gotta do a quick little step, and then a no jail, pretty much. So yeah. But it's good for neutral. It's good for checking the opponent. It jails in the forward 2 really well, so you don't have to take a step forward if it's forward 2. So do down 3 and it'll jail the forward 2 a lot. So yeah, that's down 3, and it does anti-air a little bit, not that much though. It anti-airs slightly. Let me try something here. Make him stand. As you can see, it anti-airs a little bit. You have to take a singular step back, but it can anti-air. Like that, so it is a solid, it's an okay anti-air. It's not his best, but it's not his best one, but it's pretty good. Let's see, that's down 3. Forward 4. Forward 4 is an advancing low. It's kind of similar to back 2. It's the exact, I believe it's the exact same speed. 12 frames. Yeah, 12 frames. So both of these are the exact same speed. And this one cannot be flawless blocked, although it is -7. So it is -7 on block. So basically anyone with a 6-frame poke can just poke through it. I'm not sure if there's a character who has a 6-frame standing 1. If there is, leave it in the comments below. And then those characters with a 6-frame punish can punish that. But a majority of the cast cannot punish this, so can't punish this. But they can't. But if you do. But here's the thing: they can duck the second hit if the first hit whiffs. That's the only time then when they can duck this. When they can duck it, and they possibly get a down 2 from it. Here, I'll show it off with Johnny Cage here. I'm gonna control Johnny Cage, and then I'm gonna make Noob do 4-4. So as you can see, if you back up and then get it down 2, you can punish it. But other than that, like, it's not real. Other than that, like, you can't punish it. It's a low and you can't duck it. So that's forward 4. It's okay. I don't use it too often, but I don't use it too often. Not like I used to, but it's good. Down 4 is really good. It's just as fast as down 3, and it has a little bit more hit advantage, but it has a weird timing. It doesn't jail into the only high attack that it jails into is forward 2, and it also jails in the back 3. So you can do forward 4 after it, forward 2 after it. You could do back 2 after it. You could do back 3, but other than that, can you do forward 4? No, you cannot. That's a full punish. But yeah, you can jail into some of his stuff. Not everything, but you can. But the importance of this move is that it anti-airs. That it anti-airs, you can get a full combo from it. Like that. So yeah, down 4 is a solid anti-air. I think it's his second best anti-air in the game. But it does lose to some jump kicks, but not every jump kick. So down 4 is quite good for anti-airing. They're really good for combos. So yeah, those are some of his basic buttons. Now we're gonna go into some of his strings. We'll start off. I'm gonna go label some of his best here. Well, actually, I don't have to label. I remember each one of these strings. Okay, so let's start off with his standing 1 string. So standing 1 goes into 1-1-2. It's his fast punish. It's his fastest punish if the opponent does anything unsafe. So if I get Johnny Cage to do something unsafe, let's make him do nut punch. Full combo punish. And you can start combos off with it, depending on the move. Depending on the, with Teleslam, which is what I have. Ouch. Punish is his fastest punish. You can combo into it, and it's his most damaging string. But it is punishable at -8. It is punishable at -8, so a full stand 1 could punish this. So let me get Johnny. I'm gonna do this. This is the last time we're gonna record Johnny Cage. I'm gonna go ahead and control Johnny Cage, and then make Noob. Hold on. As you can see, it's a full punish because it's -8. So you'll need a special move to make it safe. You'll need something to you do need a special move to make this safe. But it is really damaging. You can combo into it. You could extend combos with it. Yeah, it's a good start. It's his most damaging string. Oh crap! Didn't mean to do that. It's his most damaging combo string. So I'm showing the combo here. As you can see, that was like 400%, 440% for a single bar. So this is really damaging. So, and if you whiff the first attack, I think you get a little bit more damage. You get a little bit more damage, but it's okay. Yeah. So that's 1-1-3. Back 1-1 plus 3-2. This has a KB if it's a counter or punish. So if it's a counter or punish, it is a KB, and it's an unbreakable 30%. It's an unbreakable 30%, so it's quite good. So yeah, you get a little bit of you get unbreakable damage off of it. You can start combos start combos off of it after the second hit of this string. So you do back 1 plus 3, and then you do cancel into your special. It could be a launcher, it could be slide, it could be pretty much any move that's off the ground that can go off the ground. No, there are no, like, you can't combo it in the air. Oh, and another thing is that it causes restand. So let me do an example here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. Forward 3, it's a launcher. I forgot about this important button. Sorry. It's the launcher. You can combo after it. It's good. It's good. Good for extending combos, but yeah, that's all that forward 3 is. It's an okay anti-air. I don't think it's his best. I think it's only okay, but you know. But yeah, back 1 plus 3, you can restand the opponent. But the problem is it's not your turn. Well, it's you and your opponent will move at the exact same time, so you're not really gonna get anything unless you cancel into Spirt Ball, which is like +5, so it technically can be your turn, but you don't get like you can't get like a stand 1 after it unless you can't really get like a stand 1 after it unless you dash forward and then do something. But other than that, like, you don't get much off of it. But yeah, back 1 plus 3 is a restand. You get a KB off of it if you do 2. Therefore, you get pretty high damage. It combos into Fatal Blow all the time. It always combos into Fatal Blow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something like this. Combos into Fatal Blow all the time. Some really high damage as well. Just about 50%. from just a single restand. So yeah, that's back 1+3. It's quite good. Let's see. Yeah, KB off of it, and that's about it. All right. 2-1-2. 2-1-2 is it's a auto shimmy. Meaning that it looks like a throw under pressure. So let's see. So I'm gonna control Johnny Cage, and I'm gonna try to guess between a throw and 2-1-2. It's hard. I can't tech a throw, but I always try to guess between what he's gonna do. Let me go ahead and record. 2-1-2. 2-1-2. And a throw. Therefore, let's go ahead and make it random. Let's see if I can guess. Okay, that's a throw. That's a throw. You can punish the first hit of it. But if you're expecting a throw and you punish too late, you can get hit by it. And if your opponent's like trying to tech a throw, like that, you're gonna try to tech. Instead, you get shimmied. So yeah, it's an auto shimmy. It's good. It launches in the corner, and it gives you some combo. And it gives you you can get a little bit of a launch in the corner. They're 30% meterless most of the time. Like that, 30% meterless. So yeah. So it's quite good. So it's a good auto shimmy. So I think it's the best. In my personal opinion, it's the best auto shimmy in the game. Because it's like a high-low, and it jails off a down one really well. So you can if you do a down one, you can mix in the throw and the shimmy. So you can kind of use that as like a little bit of a mix-up. So it's good. It's 8 frames on startup, and it's really good. So yeah, that's 2-1-2. Launches in the corner. Great combo. Oh, by the way, 2-1-2 has an unbreakable canceling. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is if you cancel into an air special move after you do 2-1-2, it's unbreakable. So if I got Johnny Cage to break away and I did down back 4 after that, he couldn't break after so as you can see, he couldn't break after I did the down back 4. Not a lot of people sorry. Not a lot of people know about that, but it's good. It's quite good. Okay, so that's 2-1-2. Quite good, quite strong. Yeah. All right. Forward 2-2 and forward 2-2-1. This is NoobSaibot's best string. Now in this variation, I can't combo into it, but I can go into a special move after it. I can cancel that. I can cancel slide. But yeah, it's quite good. It's good. And you can get some corner stuff with it. You can launch in the corner with it after you do down back 4. Kind of like that. Okay. And the first hit is actually a really good stagger. It's -1. It's -1, but you can actually get 0 from time to time. But I don't ever go for 0. I at least go for -1 because it's still because you can do 4-2 shimmy, 4-2 back 1. 4-2 grab. You can do a lot of things after 4-2, but 4-2-2, it gets a little pushback. It's -6, so it's safe. You could do back 3 after it. You can do that. It creates spacing. It's safe, and if you whiff, you can actually whiff the first hit and be completely okay. because the second hit does not have a hitbox. If I just did that, I would be in recovery in 26 frames, but if I did this, it's not as bad. So if you're at least around this distance, you can hit them, and they can't hit you. You get okay damage after it, like that, like that. So you get good damage off of it, and it's safe on block. It's completely safe on block 2. Minus 1, -6, and 4221 is -3. So every single part of the string is completely safe. So it's quite good, quite strong. I think it's his best string. Use it a lot. You want to jail it after down 3 and down 4. Or just use it in neutral. Just say whatever. Or use it with a little bit of spacing between you and your opponent. And that's pretty much about everything about 422. Launches in the corner if you want it. So the last string that Noob has is back 3 1+3. It is a string that side switches, so you can you can side switch with it. I'll provide an example here. As you can see, it's a side switch. It's a side switching thing. And there is a KB attached to it, but it doesn't happen very often. Like, it rarely happens. It rarely happens. It is if the opponent is stand blocking, and not a lot of people like to stand block against Noob. Not a lot of people stand block against NoobSaibot, unless, like, you do that string. Unless you do that string right there. So if you do that, you could probably mix this in, but I don't recommend it. Because it can be because the first part of this is unsafe. Well, the entire string itself is unsafe. Now, you can make it safe if you have if you have a low hitting special move. So like that, you can keep it safe. And it does hit solid damage as well. 20% just like that. So yeah, back 3 is good. But the KB, it doesn't ever happen. It rarely happens. You may get it off if you do a short hop. Like once per set, you do this, they block high, and then you grab them, and then you snatch them. Then you can get a KB after it. But other than that, it doesn't happen very often. Alright. Last thing about NoobSaibot is his special moves. We're going to start off with his universal ones first. And then I'm going to go into the ones that I have equipped. So, Shadow Tackle. Shadow Tackle is a mid-hitting projectile. Normally, it hits for 9%. If you amp it, it hits for 14%, so it's double damage. You can't trade other projectiles with it, unfortunately. So if I get Johnny Cage to... if I get Johnny Cage to, like, toss some projectiles here, let me try that again. And if I try to... As you can see, it goes away. It goes away with another projectile, so it's not the best for trading, but it is a good combo ender, so you can end your combos in it. Stop, pretty good damage, 34% for a bar. Quite good, quite strong. You get good damage off of it anyway. And it has a KB, and the amplification has a KB, and it triggers if you have at least 10 shadows. If you have at least 10 shadow special moves. So that includes the this one, that one, and the Shadow Tackle. So all clone hitting moves will count towards the Shadow Tackle KB. And you get pretty good damage off of it. You get 35% Unbreakable from this. You get 37. So you get good Unbreakable damage off of it. Quite good, quite strong. Yeah, so Shadow Tackle is quite good. Quite good. I think it's pretty good. It is reversal punishable. Now, what do I mean by that? Meaning that if I did this from a certain space, if I did it up close, it's a full punish. If I did it up close, it's a full punish. But at certain spacing, it is kind of safe. So you can make this move safe, like that. And it's kind of safe, but it is reversal punishable. So if the opponent isn't ready for it, I'm gonna let Johnny Cage do his shadow kick. It's the only one that'll punish. I'm gonna make him do it where it's like a little closer, like that. See? So it was a full punish, but if you space it if you hit it at the max range, you can catch them reversaling early, and it doesn't punish. So at that spacing, you can catch them. But the thing is, it doesn't combo at max distance. Like that, as you can see. Let me make them auto block. As you can see, it doesn't combo. But yeah, it's okay it's kind of okay if you do it after 4-2-2. But I don't recommend doing 4-2-2 after it. Not really. I don't do it most of the time, because it's punishable. Yeah, so that's Shadow Tackle. It has a KB if you stack up shadows. Alright, so yeah, that's Shadow Tackle. Next move is Shadow Slide. Shadow Slide is kind of a must-have move in NoobSaibot's kit, so you kind of want to have this. It's a good zoning tool. It only goes half screen, but if you're in neutral, it controls all of that, pretty much all that space that it covers. You basically control that with Slide. And it is a low hitting projectile, so it is good. And if you amplify it, it's -8 with safe. It's -8, which is completely safe with this kind of pushback. Like off of this string, completely safe. Off of this, it's completely safe. So you can't. I don't think most characters can punish this. Only like characters like Raijin Raiden can punish it, but other than that, like no one in the game can punish this. It's completely unpunishable. So yeah, and it stacks up 2 shadows, so you can get this KB a lot easier, and it does good damage on its own. Like as you can see, you amp it. You amplify that, and that was like 40%. It's quite good, quite strong, safe on block, really good. Yeah, it's kind of a must-have move, so... if I did this, for example, 22%, and it does launch in the corner. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. It does launch in the corner. The amplified launches in the corner. It launches in the corner. It launches in the corner, and you can get a little bit of a combo from it. So yeah, that's the other thing, and you can use it as a mix-up after 1-1-2, and yeah, so you do 1-1 overhead or 1-1 slide. So that's it. That's all I'm really gonna say about slide. Let me turn on frame data again. Yeah, but that slide, good projectile too. So yeah. All right. So that's that. Then we have Rising Shadow. Rising Shadow is a really good anti-air. I think it's I think it may be the best anti-air special move in the game. So if I made Johnny Cage jump here, as you can see, it anti-airs. And it's really fast. It's at 8 frames. It's like probably one of the fastest special moves in the game. And not only does it anti-air really well, it beats flawless block gaps. It beats 95% of the flawless block gaps in the game. So if you don't want a flawless block, you could just reversal shadow. Now let me see if I can find a string for Johnny Cage Oh, I know the perfect string. I know the perfect string for this. So you can, oh, whoops, not that. So if you did dang it, oh my god, hold on. So if Johnny Cage did that, you could reversal. You could reversal that gap right there, or where he is if you can flawless block that. Hold on. Try one more time to flawless block. You get that, but if you don't want to flawless block, you could just reversal the gap, just like that, and it does 8%, which is really nice. Not a lot of noobs do this, but not a lot of NoobSaibots do it, but I did a few times, so it's quite good, really good. It's really good in it. It's really good. It's an amazing anti-air as well. So if you see Johnny Cage jumps, you can do that, and not only that. Last thing, not only that, it launches in the corner. It launches in the corner, so if you're in the corner, you can do this, you know, something like, I guess, basically something like that. We'll do one more combo, we'll try one more combo. So something like that, it's really, really, really good damage. So that's really good damage in the corner for that. So yeah, down back 4 is really good. It's I think it's one of the things that makes NoobSaibot really strong. I think it may be the fastest reversal in the game, but then again, it could be wrong. So yeah, that's Rising Shadow. So really good. Now we got his Tele Slam. So normally his Tele Slam just does that, but if you normally amplify, it just does some extra damage. But if you have Tele Slam, you can combo from it. You can combo from it like that. So let me just show an example of a combo like this. So something like that. That's 35%, really damaging. It may be one of the best. I think he's one of the highest damaging characters with this move alone. So yeah, it's quite good. And he has 3 optimal combos that he can do from it. So let me show off the optimal combos. So he has 4-3, 4-2-2-1. That is one of his optimals. So like that. Then he has this optimal. Oh, sorry. Try again. Oh, let me try again. So you can do that. That's really damaging. And then he has his 3rd optimal, which is his hardest optimal to do. And you get really high damage from that. But you can do it in the corner, easy. So his first optimal is 4-3, 4-2-2-2-1. His 3rd is 1-1-3 in the back 1+3. And then his third optimal is 1-1-3 into 1-1-3. Well, you whiff the first hit and then you can do 1-1-3. It's harder mid-screen, but in the corner you can easily do it. If you just do a simple dash like this. Oh, sorry. Like this. Oh, what? That was it. One more time. So exactly like that. It's a lot easier to do in the corner. So yeah. So that's Tele Slam. Good combo. Really good, really high damaging combo launcher. And the Amplify is great. It's really good. The last move, or the last thing about NoobSaibot is his Fatal Blow. It's not the fastest Fatal Blow in the game, but I believe it's one of the strongest Fatal Blows in the game. Why? Because it literally is an anti-zoning tool. Let me set NoobSaibot to Fatal Blow here. So on block, it has a little bit of pushback. It has a little bit of pushback like that, so at that distance you're safe. But normally it can't, but up close it can be punished. Even though NRS said that they did nerf the Fatal Blow pushback, they didn't nerf his. His is kind of broken, I'm just saying. So off of this, you could just do that and be completely safe. And it does really good damage. It does almost half the time it does not scale from some of his stuff. Like this is from his optimal. And this does not scale. This does 50%. So as you can see, that did 53% for a single bar. It's really, really, really damaging. Yeah, so... yeah, that's his Fatal Blow. Sometimes when your opponent is, zoning you... let me try that again. Is zoning you, you can hit them with a projectile. So, I guess... so, let me set the reset, maybe make the update, safe position. So like this, you do that, and then you'll catch the opponent, throwing some zoning tools. That's kind of broken to me. I think that's the most broken thing about the Fatal Blow, is that you can just stop people from zoning you. Where they're hitting you with a 6 or 7%, you're hitting them with 30% from the Fatal Blow. So, this Fatal Blow is a little scary. Not completely scary, but it is a little scary, so... yeah, and it combos, and it's really damaging too. So let me show off 3 combos that I think you should learn with this variation in particular. So this is the first one. Unbreakable 40%. Unbreakable 40%, really good. Here's the next combo. Does a little bit more damage. So that did 50%. Quite good, quite strong. And last but not least, this is the optimal Fatal Blow. Sorry. That, and that's really high damage. So yeah, that's his. Those are some of his highest damaging Fatal Blow combos. You can get even higher with his with a down 2 KB, with a down 2 KB as well. Let me show off this. Let me show off that, and then that'll be it for the Fatal Blow. I'll show off a really optimal route with it. I think it does about probably 60. So yeah, 61% an optimal route. Yeah, it's quite good, quite strong. It's a really good Fatal Blow. So yeah, that's NoobSaibot himself. So his strengths are high damage, long reach, really long reach, really long reach, and zoning. Zoning is also his zoning is also really good. Spirt Ball. Did I explain Spirt Ball? I'm not sure, but Spirt Ball is a good zoning tool as well. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, Spirit Ball, one last thing with this variation, Slide and Spirit Ball are a 50-50, so here's an example. So basically, if you did, Spirit Ball at a certain range, like from here, that's -11, it's not necessarily punishable by most of the by like normal circumstances, like a stand 1 punish or farther reach punish. Depends on the character though. So after forward 2-2, Spirit Ball, it's completely safe. Back 3 into Spirit Ball is really safe. And then you can do back 3 into slide, and that's also safe. You can do back 1 into it, which is semi-safe, at -10 or 11, depending on the spacing. Let me do it after down 3, you do that, it's kind of safe. And then they have to guess because they can duck the Spirit Ball. So let me make him into stance and then duck. This last thing. And then, because they can duck the Spirit Ball properly spaced, but if you can shoot the low and it's and then they're gonna get hit by that. So pretty good, pretty solid. So it's between like free safety and a slide where you're gonna get hit. So kind of a strong 50-50 in a way. But it doesn't combo after. I think it does combo after back 3 a little bit. A little bit it does, not completely, but somewhat like around that distance it combos. But yeah, so yeah, that's the back Spirit Ball and slide 50-50. I need to use that more. I didn't kind of realize, but hey, it's a sweet 50-50. So yeah, that's NoobSaibot in a nutshell. So his strengths are high damage, long reach, and really good zoning. Some of his weaknesses is that he does not have a lot of mix-ups. I mean, he has the 1-1-2 mix-up into slide. He has the Spirit Ball and slide 50-50, but that's but it's sort of readable, not quite though. He also has. What else does he have? Oh yeah. And he has the throw 50-50, but he doesn't have like a starting mix-up is what I mean. So he doesn't have a starting overhead. The sides, short hop, and not a lot of people like to use. Not a lot of people use short hops. But it is kind of important to use a short hop with Noob because kind of needs it. That's where you want to use your auto shimmy and your throw for a mix-up. So his mix-ups are kind of lacking, but they're okay. He does not have the best movement. His wave dash is kind of bad. His wave dash is semi-bad, and his movement is not the greatest. He has movement with this string, but it is kind of risky. It's kind of risky if you're up close because the first hit is a high attack. And his pokes, he has good anti-airs, that's also one of his strengths, but yeah, his weaknesses are, kind of just that. So he doesn't have too many 50-50s, and he just doesn't have a lot of movement. His walk speed's okay, but other than that, he can't really anti-zone, but he can zone pretty well. And he can't anti-zone and he does lose to some of the anti-zoners in the game. And he does lose to some trades, not to a lot of trades, but it's mainly with this. And his slide doesn't go full screen. But, I mean, yeah, so good. So he's a good zoner. He gets high damage. He gets a good zoner, high damage, and really good corner and scary corner factor. But his weaknesses are he can get anti-zoned. He does not have the best movement, and he does not have any 50-50 mix-ups. Okay, so that's my NoobSaibot guide. I always wanted to do one on my channel, and here we are. I did one on my channel. If you have any questions about NoobSaibot, leave them in the comments below, and I will answer your questions. Alright, that's the end of this video.